going to TeamLab. I got the 9 a.m. slot. It's a Tuesday, so I'm hoping it'll be less crowded in the morning. I've never been to TeamLab, so we're gonna do it. There's TeamLab Borderless and TeamLab Planets. Planets is like very interactive. There's a lot of water. I was like, I don't really want to do all that right now. So we're going with Borderless, which is the digital art interactive. These are the hills I'm walking. I'm going down. Hands down, this is probably one of the most out-of-body experiences I've had in a long time, and I went into this totally blind. Like, I didn't really know what to expect when I was going into this experience, but I am so glad I booked this because it was truly just so magical being in there, and I can understand why people are there for so long. This crystal room, though, you want to go for this room straight away if you can, because it does get super crowded and there is a time limit in this room because it is one of the most popular. But the other rooms as well were equally, if not, some rooms I enjoyed even more, were so beautiful and stunning and just mesmerizing to walk around. And looking back even on this footage now, I'm seeing all these little details that I missed while I was there. Just things I might not have noticed because it was very overly stimulating. There was so much going on, and toward the end when there were a lot of people, it just felt a little bit too much in a way. So I am definitely glad I went into rooms where there weren't as many people. This was one of my favorite rooms. I don't know what it was called, but this kind of like ball situation. And then this room, I didn't even notice that there were lily pads above me that were showing off all the digital art. I was just noticing the ones below me, so I'm so glad I'm noticing this now. The thing with Borderless, though, is that there is no map, so you have zero idea or concept of where you are going, and that's kind of the whole premise, you know, Borderless. There are no borders, there are no structures, even though there's clearly a structure, but you don't know what it's supposed to be, and you kind of have to navigate in the dark a little bit and try to figure it out. This cafe, FYI, I had locked up all my stuff in the locker room and I just had my phone. And luckily my phone, they let me cacao pay. But if you don't have, I didn't have my cards, so I almost couldn't buy the matcha and have this experience. So either have your cards or have cash on you just in case. But yeah, luckily I got to do that. And then this room was, I thought, for children, but then I ended up having a great time. And so were a lot of the adults who were in the room with me. And I'm usually not very artistically gifted, but I still had so much fun, and I wish I'd done a better job with my turtle, but it's okay. She was cute. I love that she had a little wand, and I gave her a little purse for some reason. And it's just all about expressing your inner child, and I felt like I really accomplished that with my drawing. So, you know, I hope you guys are enjoying it with me. I love that I could set my own pace in Borderless because there is no time limit, so I can stay as long as I want, but you cannot leave and come back, so just make sure you're getting the full experience while you're there. I got a sandwich and this juice. Borderless, totally worth it, like absolutely worth it. It was a bit overwhelming, and there's some rooms that was kind of scary because it's pitch black. Your eyes adjust after a while, but initially you're like, where am I? It was a little bit difficult to take pictures like by myself, so I had to like ask people, but everyone was really nice, obviously, and it was a really cool experience. My pro tips are definitely try to get the earlier slots, because after about, like, honestly, starting 10, it was getting a little bit hectic and crowded, and then I had to start queuing up for a couple of things. Not like really long queues, but I can't imagine like in the afternoon what the queues would look like, because basically once you enter, you can stay as long as you want. So it could be like infinitely more people. It's not like you have to leave at a certain time. There are certain exhibits that you do have like a timer for because they're more popular. So like the bubbles exhibit and another one with like the rails moving. Those were like you can only stay there so long. I'm really happy I went at 9 a.m. and I got that really early time slot, because when I went there was like empty rooms basically. So I got to kind of like enjoy a lot of the rooms by myself or just with like a handful of people, and then afterwards it started getting a little crazy. They let us in before 9. So I think if you have the 9 a.m. ticket, you could probably get in a little bit earlier than 9 if you arrive early. So there were already people in there when I went in, and I got in at like, I want to say like 8:50. So I don't know when they start letting people in, but also if you have big bags, strollers, whatever, you're gonna have to lock that up first, and make sure you take everything with you, because you don't get to go back to your bag unless you want to just exit the premises. It's like a one-way entry, so once you leave, you can't go back in. My other pro tip is to wear light colored clothes because they reflect better, because essentially all the rooms are dark and black except for the lights or whatever is happening in there. So if you're wearing dark clothes, it's going to be hard to get a picture or get the footage that you might want. And then I went to all the rooms. Honestly, one of my favorites was the drawing room. I'm the worst. I like can't draw for my life, and I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much, but it was really exciting seeing my drawing suddenly on the screen and like floating around, and was like moving and animated. So that was really, really cool. I guess I could see how you could spend 4 hours in there, but I was like a good 2 hours and I pretty much saw everything, unless you were on the like really sit in a room for like a long time. But again, it was getting crowded and I was like, I gotta go. But 100% worth it. I don't know about planets, I've never been, but Borderless, definitely recommend. Just 10 minutes from Borderless is the Tokyo Tower. So you could, in your itinerary, just come here right after if you wanted to go here. I found a gacha shop. I wasn't gonna buy any more. After much deliberation, we're going with Otopoke Kuma-san, because I'm hoping this can flat lay on my computer monitor. And he's only 200, so it's a good deal. Wow. Oh, I think I can do it. I think you can do it. It was so cute. Look how cute that is. I like that it's... The time has finally come. We made it to Mega Donkey. Osashiburi. This new donkey theme song is kind of lit. A quick breakfast of champions. We have a yogurt. We have my green smoothie, which I drank on the way. We have my favorite, actually, grilled salmon onigiri. And then we have a maple donut, and it's hot.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Alright guys, just in case I forget to do this later at the airport, it is the end of our Japan trip after many days, which is probably best for my wallet, honestly, because I don't think my suitcase can handle anymore. And also, my bank account is crying. I don't really buy anything crazy. Like, I'm not out getting designer brands or anything. I'm literally buying snacks and kitchen supplies. And for some reason, that really adds up, even like all the bits and pieces. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me in Japan. I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. This is me because I'm stupid and I left my bag on the airport bus, and then I had to take the bus again to go to the next terminal to retrieve the bag I had left originally on the first bus. But luckily we got it, and we made everything on time, and my suitcase was not overweight. Well, it was a little bit overweight, but they let me through anyway. And then I ate one of the most delicious sobas I have had in Japan at the airport, because there are Michelin star restaurants at this airport. Why? Because why not?
この世には目に見えない魔法の輪がある。輪には内側と外側があって、私は外側の人間。